Okay. Okay, let's start. Yes. Okay. So this is another book. Okay. Okay. Let's change. Okay. Is this the first edition? We didn't use this book before. We used to use the other one.
second edition.
Yeah, we were using the second edition, right? Yeah, let's go to the second edition. Okay, so so the last thing I think we talked about was
adjectives.
yeah, we were not this one. Yes, somewhere here. All right, no, we didn't do this yet. Yeah, this one of the family. Living with the enemy.
No.
Yeah, this one. Living with the enemy. Right?
About teenagers.
Yes.
Teenagers.
Yeah, so this was the last thing we talked about. We haven't finished it yet. We just started. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about this lesson, but let's have a very quick review first. Okay, so what we talked about in our last lesson was mainly how to set up a meeting, an event, of course, not really a meeting, it's an event, a charity event, how to set up a charity event, and what kind of things usually we, I mean, there are many options for charity events. You sometimes have a marathon, you can have a concert, you can have a sponsored walk. And in the example, we heard, we listened to the conversation between these four co-workers, and they agreed on a quiz night. And of course, all the charity will go to WWF, which is the Worldwide Fund for Nature. So we talked about that, and we also talked about how to make suggestions, how to make offers, how to make requests, and how to respond to offers. Yeah, talked about the difference between suggestions and offers, and we agreed that with a suggestion, it's always an idea. You're offering an idea. You're not offering your time or your help. No, you're just offering an idea, right? But with a regular offer, a normal offer, you're offering money, time, you're offering help, you're offering something, not an idea, not just an idea. So this is the main difference between them. And of course, when you make a request, it means you need help. You want someone to do something for you. So this was the focus of our last lesson. And we did a few examples. And you also, we did this one, and you also made up an event. So we talked about that. And we also discussed the letter G, the soft J sound and the hard G sound. And we agreed that the J sound usually comes before an E or before a Y. So this means if you see the letter G before an E or before a Y, you're going to say J, like gym, energy, generally, strange, Egypt, intelligent, agency, and so on, okay? So we talked about that, and we also discussed the idea with the ending A-G-E, A-G-E. With this ending, it's always idge.
Idge.
Idge, yeah. Message, luggage, language, village, sausage, manage. So with the short idge sound, and you can see the phonetic symbol. Can you see it? That I is a short I, like ship, sit, six, fix, fit. You know, say I sound. So you put that I sound, you put it with a J. So it becomes message, luggage, language, village, sausage, manage. So we talked about that. All right, in today's lesson, we are going to talk about adjectives of character. I think we started with the first part. We talked about new adjectives like adequate, like comfortable, and pure, and also easy, right? And reliable. Can you remind me what these adjectives mean? If you can explain.
Yes.
Easygoing.
Yeah.
What do we mean by someone who is easygoing?
He is can do anything, or he can easy to talk with him or work with him.
Yes, true. But I think the real word we are looking for with easygoing is someone who is relaxed. An easygoing person is a relaxed person. Like you said, someone easy to talk to, easy to work with, someone flexible, someone who's not difficult. This is the idea of easygoing. What about someone who's considerate? How would you describe a considerate person?
Someone consider you.
Someone who considers you, correct? That's a good.
Yeah.
That's a good explanation. It means someone who is someone who's not self.
You. Someone kind you.
Yes, kind, caring, not selfish. Correct.
Yes.
Correct. Mature. What do we mean when we say, for example, John is a mature person?
Someone behave like a man, or not like the kids.
Correct.
Someone think good.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, someone who behaves like an adult, someone who's not childish, someone who's responsible, maybe someone who knows how to think, right? A mature person. Sometimes they even use mature. They use it for kids who who are زي احنا نقول بالليبي رزين أو عقله كبير. مرات يبقى هو صغير في السن مثلا مش adult لكن يقول لك لا يعني رزين مش فرفاش مش عقله مش صغير صح ولا؟
Yes.
So
Yeah.
mature is like this. So mature, you can use it even for kids when we talk about their behavior. So
Yeah.
say he has his behavior is very mature. So he's like a grown-up. He doesn't act like a child. Okay. Now we talked about reliable. Reliable, of course, comes from relying, to rely on someone. And rely means the same meaning as depend. Let me just write that. So the verb of reliable, rely like this.
Dependable.
Rely is the same meaning as depend. Same meaning. If I say, can I rely on you? It means, can I depend on you? You know the meaning of depend.
Yes.
Yeah. So reliable is like dependable, but we don't say dependable, we say reliable. So how would you describe a reliable friend or a reliable person?
Responsible or do something and what he say. Do think what he say.
I agree. Yes, this is a reliable person. Someone who's responsible, and if this person says they'll do something, they will do it, right? They can keep their word, they can keep their promise. This is a reliable person. What about sensible?
Sensible is like mature.
It's close. It's close to mature, yes. Someone who uses their mind, not their emotions, right?
Yes.
Someone who makes good decisions, rational decisions. This is the meaning of sensible. Okay, so these are all, of course, adjectives of character. We can use them to describe personality, people's personalities, okay? Now, for example, if you want to describe yourself, Malak, how would you describe, which 4 adjectives would you choose to talk about yourself?
Ambitious.
Okay.
I'm ambitious and considerate. And easygoing.
Okay.
Helpful.
All right.
Polite. Sensible, I think.
All right. You didn't choose any negative adjectives.
No. I think I don't have negative adjectives.
Right.
That's what I think.
Yeah, we all agree. Nobody has negative.
Sometimes ممكن عصبية شوية.
Maybe you can say maybe moody, right?
Yes. Okay. Yes.
Moody is not مش عصبي. Moody مزاجي شوية. لكن ممكن العصبية تدخل تحت المزاجية maybe. Because in English if you say nervous, a nervous person is not sometimes. A nervous person is usually nervous. يعني بصفة عامة هو متعصب. So nervous is a bit like the opposite of easygoing, right? A nervous person. But moody, it means maybe sometimes you're not in a good mood. I think all women are moody. Do you think that's true? Or not true? What do you think? Are you there? Can you hear me? I think you're going to disconnect because I can't hear you anymore. All right, let's move on. Let's do a little bit of speaking and reading here. So here I have the question, which is the most difficult to be? A child, a teenager, a middle-aged person, or an old person? And why? What do you think? What do you think is the most difficult to be, in your opinion? Hello, can you hear me? Are you there?
خلاص خليه يشحن على الأقل 2% بعدين محاولة. هلا بتطير لمني. يا سلام. I'm sorry. Your sound is off. I think old people, an old person.
To be an old person is the most difficult thing, you think?
Yes, yes.
Okay, and what about the most difficult to live with?
Yes, I think an old person.
So you think it's difficult to be an old person and it's difficult to live with an old person, both? Is this what you think?
Yes, most difficult. Yes, most difficult is an old person, and most difficult to live with an old person.
I see.
Because
But why? Why do you think so? But the first question, why is it difficult to be an old person?
because I think they are they have they are moody people,
No, but
and
here, Malak, we're not talking about living with an old person. In the first one, it's
uh-huh.
being an old person. So you have to imagine yourself as an old person,
Oh
or
yes, yes.
or a
About
teenager,
me,
or yeah.
you
The
think
first
about
question
me.
is about you. What do you think is the most difficult to be?
Yes, I think an old person,
Mm-hmm.
because maybe when I be old person, maybe I will be alone. Maybe nobody want to talk with me
But
or
why?
live
Why?
with me.
Why do you think you'll be alone?
Because I see now what an old people suffer.
Mm-hmm.
I think they are alone. If they we talk with them, uh, that's not enough, or help them. That's not enough for them.
But what do
I
they
don't know
want? But what do old people want?
that. Maybe because they didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they can't work. Maybe because they need help, and the people aren't free for them.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
Yeah.
they didn't have kids, uh, um sons to care of them,
Why only sons? Daughters don't
or
take care?
daughters. Yes, yes, sons and daughters. Yes.
I
Maybe
see.
they are away from them. They didn't live with them.
But is it easy to live with an old person if you have a family?
No, that's not easy,
Why is that? Why isn't it easy?
because I think that's difficult in their life. They have their life. They have um, special food. They have um, a different thing, ideas.
Different
Uh,
ideas.
when you discuss with them, maybe they didn't understand you. Maybe you shout on them, or say anything. They misunderstand you. I don't know. That's
Maybe that's why we leave them alone, right?
yes,
Because they're so difficult. Okay,
yes,
I'm joking, of course, but I get your point. I think I understand your point. I agree with you, I think. I agree. Okay, and I think we also, we sort of answered number 1 and 2 at the same time, right? So you think old people are, it's hard, it's the most difficult to be an old person, and it's the most difficult to live with an old person too, right?
yes.
Okay. All right, so now we want to look at the headline of the article. So who is the enemy, do you think? And read the first paragraph to find out. Excuse me. Okay, so
Mhm.
here, let's read the title or the headline. And let's read the first paragraph to find out. So who's the enemy here? Can you read? Can you tell us?
Where I read?
Here, living with the enemy. This paragraph, the first
Okay.
one.
People often say that living with teenagers is worse than living with any other age group. But is this true? We talked to two parents with teenage children to find out.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So we just want this first question, just to answer this first question here in part A. So who's the enemy in the story here? Who do you think it is?
The left, the picture on the left with curly hair.
The girl, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, we're talking about teenagers, right? So when we say who's the enemy in this story, in the article, of course they are referring to teenagers in general, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, now in part B, we're going to read this little story about Polly Cooper's family. Who is easier to live with, Debbie or Millie? And we want to find out why. Why is living with Debbie easier, or why is living with Millie easier? All right, so we're going to find out. All right, so let's go to the story. I'd like you to take, I just want to know if it's two parts. No, it's just one part. All right, so this means take some time, read this story about Polly Cooper, and then we're going to find out who is easier to live with, Debbie or Millie, okay?
Okay.
So you can start. Have you finished?
Yes.
All right, okay. So let's check the question. So who do you think is easier to live with? Is it Debbie or is it Millie, and why?
Millie. Maybe Millie.
But why do you think living with Millie is easier, in your opinion? What's the reason for this?
Because I think she is quiet and not selfish or less selfish than Debbie, and she has things maybe better than Debbie.
You mean her personality?
Mm-hmm. Millie confident and maybe she has a problem in her study, just in her study.
You mean who's got the problems with study? Is it Debbie or is it Millie?
Millie, I think. Millie.
I see. Okay, okay.
Just in her study, but I think when somebody is moody or have difficult adjectives.
You mean difficult
I
personality?
think maybe difficult. Yes, I think difficult to
live with.
Yes.
Okay, okay. All right, so now we also have a few true-false questions here. I'd like to see if you can guess them without reading, but if you need to go back and check, of course, that's okay. Let's start with the first one. So number one is answered. So Polly's two daughters are very different. Their personalities are different. What about number two? Number two, it says Debbie is doing badly at school. Is this true or false, according to you?
No, false. False.
False.
Maybe Millie.
Okay, so Millie is the one who's doing bad at school.
Yes.
Okay. And the third point, it says Debbie knows what job she wants to be. What job she wants to do. Is this true?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
It's true.
What does she want to be?
Maybe she wants to be a doctor.
Mm-hmm. What does it say here?
Yes.
Does it say what she wants to be?
Yes, maybe. Yes. She wants to be a doctor. Yes.
Yes, it does. It's correct.
She's ambitious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does say she's ambitious. She's also very ambitious and wants to be a doctor. All right. Schoolwork is quite difficult for Millie. Is this true?
Yes, that's true.
Okay. Millie is 17 years old.
She's older than Debbie, 2 years.
But is she 17?
No, maybe 16.
Let's check. Does it say?
Yes, they didn't say between somebody 14 and she's older than 2 years. I think 16 years, yes.
Yes, it's correct. It does say that Millie is 2 years older than her sister. So like you said, of course, this means she's 16. So number 5 is false, right? So she's not 17, she's 16. And the last one here, Polly is worried about both of her daughters. Is this true?
No, she worried about Millie. Yes,
all right.
Maybe about two.
About both of them, you mean?
Yes.
But why? Why is she worried about both of them?
She worried about Millie because she doesn't know what she wants to do when she leaves school.
Correct. And about Debbie? Why is she worried about Debbie?
Because she isn't happy as Millie.
Yeah. This is one of the reasons why their mother, Polly, is more worried about Debbie than Millie, right?
Yes.
Because Debbie is not as happy as Millie. So this means, of course, that Millie is a happier girl. right?
Yes.
Okay, okay. So let's see our next part here, our next question. Let's see this question about making comparisons. Okay, so this is a bit of a revision from previous levels, I think. Let's read the question. It says, look at the comparatives in bold in the article. How do we make comparatives of these adjectives? All right, so let's start with the first group. So these are one-syllable adjectives. So with one-syllable adjectives, of course, like old, new, small, big, tall, large, you know, it's only one syllable per adjective, right? So
Yeah.
how do we make them into comparatives? How do we change them into comparatives? What do we do?
We add the er to adjective and then after adjective.
Correct. So we just add er and than. So we say older than, smaller than, taller
Yes.
than, newer than. Okay, okay.
Mhm.
Now, what about one-syllable adjectives ending in, here, of course, we're talking about the spelling, okay? So one-syllable adjectives ending in consonant, vowel, consonant. So that here we just want to the spelling.
Example.
Big, like fit.
Yes. يعني نضاعف الحرف الساكن.
Correct. So we double the last letter, the consonant letter,
Yeah.
right? So the spelling of bigger will be B-I-G-G-E-R. Correct? And the same thing for fitter, F-I-T-T-E-R. Or small, it already has double L. Tall also has double L. New, no, with new it's different, I think.
Like fat.
Fatter, same thing.
Yeah.
Double T. All right, okay, so we finished the first group, the second group. Now, two-syllable adjectives ending with Y. So they end in a Y.
Yes. We change Y to I.
And then?
If before Y a consonant letter.
Correct. So can you give me adjectives where we remove the Y and we put I-E-R?
Happy.
Happy. Happier. What else?
Yes.
Any other?
Yes, there are a lot. Like maybe funny.
Funny, funnier. Correct. And also, I think most adjectives with that talk about the weather, right? So sunny, sunnier. Cloudy, cloudier. Windy, windier. Chilly, chillier. What else do we have? Yeah, I think these are some examples. Okay, now what about the next group here? Two-syllable adjectives. So like selfish.
We add.
What do we do?
We add more before adjective.
That's correct. So we say more selfish, more angry. No, angry is with group number 3. Angrier. Yeah. It's
more beautiful.
More beautiful, but beautiful is more than two syllables.
Yes, yes, more than.
I'm thinking of adjectives with 2 syllables. Selfish. What else?
Clever.
Clever. Yeah, more clever. What else? Yeah. All right. Now, what about the fifth group here? Adjectives with 3 or more syllables, like beautiful, like organized, intelligent, considerate, amazing. You know, what do we do with these words?
Also add more before adjective.
Right. And what about good and bad? How do we make them into
good, better, yes. Good, better, and bad, worse.
Right, that's correct. All right, so here's a little tip. Can you read the little tip for us?
The opposite of more is less. Millie is less moody than Debbie.
Mm.
Mhm.
So in the same way we used more in group 4, 5, 6, right? Because in these three groups, we used more, but you can use less in the same way, right? So they're
Yeah.
telling you that you can use it in the same way. You can use more or and less in the same way. Okay, so now here we have an example. Which word is missing in this sentence? What do you think?
Dan.
Correct. Yeah, that's right. Of course, Dan is a very important part. I don't think many students forget it, but some do, especially in elementary, I think. When they first learn comparatives, many students forget to use than.
Is it necessary when the adjective has more than one syllable to add than after adjective? More than.
It's always necessary, always.
Okay.
It doesn't depend on how long the adjective is, but it depends if you're comparing two things, you have to put than. And even if you think of it, even in Arabic, we do the same thing. أكبر من أصغر من this min thing, right? We do it in Arabic. لازم منها تقرأ. We always use it. أصغر من أسرع من محترم أكثر من أذكى من, right? So it's the same. I think even in Arabic we have to use the than. All right. Okay, so let's check our next little tip here. So it says here, which of these words in bold mean a big difference and which of them mean a small difference? What do you think? Here, of course, we're talking about the bold words.
I didn't understand.
Okay. Now, can you see the three sentences in the box? Not sentences, phrases. Can you see the three phrases in this box in part C?
Yes, a lot.
All right. Can you read the whole thing?
A lot tighter.
Tidier.
Much more considerate. A bit more mature.
Yeah, a bit more mature. Correct. Okay, now, for example, let's say, if I say a lot, for example, my car is a lot faster than yours. Okay, my car is a lot faster than yours. And in the second example, I say my car is a bit faster than yours. Now, is my car faster in both examples than yours or not faster in both examples?
Yes, I think no, it is the first sentence is more faster than more.
Yeah, so the difference is bigger in the first example, right?
Yes.
But why? Why is the difference bigger in the first example?
Because the difference is between a lot and a bit.
Right, exactly. This is what the question is asking. So they're asking which of the three examples in the box here, which of them shows a big difference and which of them shows a small difference?
I think that the second one, much more considerate.
Yeah, is this big or small difference?
Big.
Okay, and a lot tidier?
Then a lot tighter, then a bit more mature.
No, here we're not comparing between the three here. No, we're just talking about the bold words here. So the question is which one refers to big differences we use to show big differences, and which one do we use to show small differences? This is the question. So
okay, the first one, a lot,
yeah.
much, I think.
Okay.
Then a lot, then a bit.
There's no order here, just two groups. Do you think these are for big differences? Do you think this is for big difference? Do you think they're all the same? What do you think? If I say my car is a lot faster than yours, and if I say my car is much faster than yours, is it the same or is it different?
I think a lot and much is the same.
Correct, you're right. This is what the question is asking. You're right, yes. Both of them show big difference, right?
Yes.
Yes, this is what we want. This is what the question is asking. But if I say my car is a bit faster than yours, is this a big difference or a small difference?
It's a big difference.
If I say my car is a bit faster than yours, is it a big difference or small?
Yes, big difference.
Why big difference?
Because a bit, it means a little less.
Yeah, but you said big difference. Is it a big difference if I say my car is a bit faster?
No. Maybe it's not a big difference.
It's actually a small difference. If I say my car is a bit faster than yours, this is a small difference because a bit, maybe maybe 10 kilometers faster only, right? So the difference is small. Do you get what I mean? All right, now you have to keep in mind, I like that these bold words, these are, what are they? Can you tell me? I'm curious, maybe you know what they are. Of course, tidier and considered, these are, of course, comparatives, right? Comparative adjectives, right?
Yeah.
But what are these words? A lot and much, what are they? Are they nouns? Are they verbs? Are they prepositions? Are they?
Actor, yes, they are, no, it is quantity.
They show quantity. Okay. They show degree. They show degree of difference, right?
Yeah.
But what are they? What parts of speech are they? Now, are they noun, adjective, verb, adverb, preposition? What do you think they are, these words?
Maybe adverb?
Correct. Yes, these are adverbs. Like when you say to or when you say very, right? These are all adverbs because they affect the strength of the adjective. So the comparative adjective is tidier. So if I say my room is tidier than yours, right? We understand that it's tidier, but we don't know what's the difference. We don't know how tidier. If I say my car is faster than yours, okay, that's correct, for example. But we don't know how faster. Is the difference big? Is the difference small? Do you get the idea? We don't know how big. We don't know the degree. درجة الاختلاف ما نعرفهاش. نعرف أسرع وخلاص. This is the idea. So adverbs are very useful in comparatives because they show us exactly how big is the difference. Is it a big difference or is it a small difference? If you say a lot faster, much faster, the listener will say, aha, big difference. So if I say, his father is much richer than the president. So I think, wow, much richer than the president. So there's a big difference in money, right? But if you say, his father is a bit richer than the president. So he and the president, they're not the same, but they're not too different. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, so this is the idea. Like you said, adjectives, and they help us show the difference in the comparative adjective, okay? All right, now, the next part here, look at these sentences, then answer questions 1 to 3. All right, so can you read the 2 sentences, the blue sentences, please?
Bill is as confident as Debbie. Debbie isn't as happy as Millie.
All right, now, first sentence. Which sentence means the girls are different? Which one shows the difference? The first or the second?
The first one, yes, the first one is different.
Okay, number 2. Which sentence means that they are the same?
No, the first one is the same. The second one is different.
Correct. You're right, yes.
Mhm.
The first one, it shows that they are equals. The same.
Yes.
They have the same confidence. So Millie has confidence, for example, 5. Debbie has confidence 5. The same. But the second, like you said, not the same. All right, third question. Do we use the adjective or the comparative when we say not as, something as? So they are asking about this word. When we say as, something as, or isn't as, something as, do we use an adjective or do we use the comparative? The comparative form. Do we say big or do we say bigger? For example, if I say my car is as fast as
Adjective.
your.
Adjective.
Correct. Correct. Yeah.
Mhm.
So if I want to say that our cars are the same, I could say my car is as fast as yours. Right?
Mhm.
So here it means the same speed. Your car is 200, my car is 200. There's no difference between them. So they're actually equal, right? If you do it like this, then it means there's no difference between both cars. Hello, Ines. Hi, how are you today?
Hello, Doctor. I'm fine, thank you.
Okay. Your sound is not very clear. Are you speaking near to the mic or?
Now?
Yes, it's a little. Can you move the microphone away from your mouth?
Now?
It's still a little. It's still a little loud, but it's okay, no problem. Okay, so Ines, we were talking about comparatives, right? Do you remember comparatives from elementary?
Yes.
When we say
Comparative and superlative?
yes, comparatives and superlatives, exactly. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So
yes, I know.
all right. So we are. There's a revision here. We're talking about the comparatives and superlatives, but there's also something new here. There is an additional type of information. I want you to check these 3 examples, okay? And I want your opinion. So here, okay, whose car is faster, mine or yours? In this example.
Your car.
Okay.
Your car is faster than me.
Right. Okay. But if I say who's faster?
My car.
Okay, can you read it again?
My car is a bit faster than yours. My car is faster than you.
Okay, okay, okay.
That's right.
But let's put names. Let's put names to make it easier. So Malak's car is faster than Inas's car. And here the same thing, easier if we do it with the names. It's better than saying me and you. Okay. The second example, Malak's car is a bit faster than Inas's. Whose car is faster, Malak or Inas? In number 2. What do you think, Inas? Whose car
Bit
is
faster than my car, Inas's car.
Why? How?
Because bit faster.
Yeah, what does it mean, bit faster?
كيف نقولها لكم؟ my car faster than Malak.
Why? How? But it says here, Malak's car is a bit faster than Inas's.
I think bit meaning meaning
In Arabic bit.
أقل يعني.
No, it doesn't mean أقل. No. For example, I want a bit of money. If your son or daughter says, "Mom, I want a bit of money," or "I want a bit of chocolate," what do they mean when they say, "I want a bit of chocolate"?
Like when I say a little bit. Like when I say a little bit.
Yes, yes, that's exactly the same. Yes. So bit is like little bit.
Little
Right?
bit, yes. mean أقل يعني.
No, it doesn't mean أقل. Bit means small quantity, small amount. It means small quantity, not less. Doesn't mean less.
Yes, here in sentence, Malak's car is a bit faster than Inas. The mean Inas's car is faster than Malak.
No. It's
because
here.
bit faster.
bit faster.
bit faster. أقل سرعة.
لا مش أقل. أنت قاعدة مصرة على bit أقل، مش أقل هي إيناس. bit هنا bit معناها أسرع شوية. أسرع شوية. معناها شوية مش أقل.
أسرع شوية من إيناس، معناها أسرع.
قاعدة أسرع سيارتها هي تو. مثال ثاني صح الفرق نقص، لكن ممكن فرق بسيط، ممكن 10 كيلو أسرع، حتى نقوله كيلو واحد، لكن مازال قاعدة أسرع. عرفت الفكرة؟ So a bit ما تنفيش، إنما تنقص الفرق. عرفتي؟ مثلا أنا أعطيك مثال، نقوله مثلا نتكلموا على زوج أطفال يقروا مع بعض. For example, we have Mohammed and Abdurrahman. Okay, so we can say Mohammed is a bit taller than Abdurrahman. نقوله لعبدو. Okay, so Mohammed is a bit taller than Abdu.
Yes, I get it now. I get it.
يعني الزوز طوال هما زوز طوال، لكن مازال محمد أطول شوية، فيك متاع زايد صار زوز عليه. هذه الفكرة.
Yes, I understand now.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Now, what if I say, for example,
I lose 1 hour from this lesson.
Sorry.
I lose 1 hour from this lesson.
I think maybe 1 hour or a little less than 1 hour. We started at about 7 o'clock, and I think we'll finish at 9. هو بدينا 7:15 لكن مغربها الأولى إيش فهم ضاعت يعني ربع ساعة، نقوله من 7 maybe. So I think we should finish at 9. But I'll send you the full thing. I'm also sorry I didn't send you the last two. والله ما قدرت نحملهم بالضي وبالنت حتى تو هرب عليهم. But I'll send them together, okay? So I'm going to upload the last two. أنا بعت لك واحدة منهم بس اللي فاتت.
Yes.
The one about nature, the one about the gorilla. Yeah, that one I uploaded. But last lesson I still haven't uploaded it, so I'll upload it.
How can please, Victor? How can I find your listeners on YouTube?
Just go to the channel. I'll send you the link to the channel, and you can see also other levels. Not only pre-intermediate, you can find beginner,
because
elementary.
I'm searching for you, but I didn't find anything or understand anything.
Yeah, no problem. I'll send you the link to the channel, and then from the channel you can add the link اللي هو اللي فيه الفيديو, the link itself. When you open YouTube, just go to click on the icon of my face. It will take you to the channel. ترفعك طول للقناة نفسها. So you can see all the playlists, and you can choose the playlist.
Okay.
All right. Now, for example, if I say Mohammed is a lot taller than Fatima. What do you understand here? Who's taller than who?
Mohammed is taller than Fatima.
And what about the difference? Is it a small difference or a big difference?
No, it is a big difference. A lot taller.
Correct. Exactly right. Yes. So the difference is big. Big difference. Maybe Mohammed is 1.80 m. Maybe Fatima is 1.50 m. Something like this. Big difference.
Yes.
Okay. And if I say, what about if I say Mohammed is much taller than Fatima? Is much taller. Is it the same? Or
no, much taller. It is too taller.
Yes, yes. It's also, it means the difference is big too. Yeah. So much and a lot, these are adverbs.
The difference here is bigger than can I say the difference here in the second sentence. The difference is bigger than last sentence.
Correct. Is bigger than the last sentence. You can say
Yes.
that. But actually, there isn't much difference between saying a lot taller or much taller. It's almost the same thing. It's the same. But
Yes.
but if you say much taller and
Much like two.
much like two and like a lot. Much is like a lot. But two we don't use it in comparatives. Two, we just say it's too hot, it's too expensive, but without comparing. يعني كلمة too ما نقارنوش بها.
Just an adjective. Adjective.
Adjective, yes. A lot, no.
Hot.
A lot is an adverb. A lot, it's an adverb because we use it for adjectives. فكرتهم a lot و much يتحكموا في قوة الادجكتيف. زي في قصة مثال السيارة، لو أنا قلت ملاك's car is faster than إيناس، we don't know how faster، ما نقدرش نعرف الفرق في السرعة. أسرع خلاص. لكن مجرد نضيف أنا الادverb a lot faster ولا a bit faster ولا much faster تتضح، يعني الرؤية تتضح، يبان الفرق. هل أسرع بهلبة، هل أسرع بحاجة بسيطة. All right, so this is how we can use these adverbs. They're good. They can help us show the difference, the degree, درجة الاختلاف.
Yes.
Yes, a lot and much is the same, yeah.
Yes. تقدر
But
تقول
a bit is lower.
Yes.
Lower a bit.
Yes, a bit is much lower. معناها الفرق طفيف، فرق بسيط. Okay, now this question, Ines. If I say Ines's car, for example, car is as fast as Suheil's. So here, whose car is faster? What do you think?
Inas's car is fast than Suheil's.
There's no than. There's no than.
No, it is the same. I think same.
Exactly right. بالضبط هي هذه الفكرة. It's the same.
Because as fast as.
Yes, exactly right. So it's the same.
It has same part.
Yes, correct. So as fast as هنا بتجينا بمعنى نفس الشيء. There's no difference.
Same.
The same. It's the same. Right. Very good. Very good. If I say, for example, Nanak's car isn't as fast as Suheil's. What do you understand from this?
Suheil's car is faster.
Are you sure? Why? Maybe Malak's car is faster.
Malak's car is not as fast as Suheil's.
Very good. Correct. Yes. This means
Suheil's is fast.
Correct. And if
Malak is not fast.
But if I say Suheil's car isn't as fast as Abdu's car. Whose car is faster here?
Abdu.
Yes, exactly. Okay. So here in this lesson, this is تقدر تقولي هذا شبه اللي يعتبر اللي فاتك هو الموضوع هذا يعني قاعدين نكملوا فيه ملخصة يعني. This is it. اللي هو the difference. طبعا الطريقة الأولى هي faster, bigger, smaller. هذا من الاليمنتري مش جديد. لكن اللي ضافوه لكم في الدرس هو the only difference I think زادوكم الادفيرب كيف تستعملوا a bit، كيف تستعملوا a lot ولا إلا much باش تبينوا الفرق في الاختلاف في comparative to show how different. Right?
Excuse me, Victor.
Yes.
He comparative and superlative. Comparative when we say between 1 and 1 we use taller, adjective with er,
Correct.
ending with er.
Correct.
That when we say about one and one and comparative comparative is 2 or 3 syllables.
Correct.
You know.
Yes.
We use much.
More, you mean, not
like
more.
More. Yes, one more. One and plural much. مثلا for example, me and my friends.
Okay.
Classes. For example, Ines is much beautiful girl in the world. For example.
انت قصدك most. انا اسمع فيك تقولي much ممكن مشوش شويه الصوت.
لا much between one and one.
لكن much تعتبر زي adverb يعني اكثر منها مش زي more مجرد نديروا فيها مع الادجكتيف more intelligent more beautiful زي ما انت قلتي هم اللي فيهم the ones which have 2 or more syllables we use more beautiful than.
Yes, beautiful, important, interesting, like that.
Correct, you're right. This is the idea صح؟ هذا طبعا موجود فوق هذا توقف قبل ما تخش على طول كيف مرينا عليها اللي هو البوكس هذا. Let me show you. We were talking about it. This one. Can you see it?
Yes.
This one. One syllable كيف نديروا لهم. Two syllable كيف نديروا لهم. So you can find it in your book. هذا كيف قبل ما تخشي انت على الخط بشويه كيف كنا ندو فيه. انت لخصتي براحتك.
Yes, 2 syllable. I get it. Adjectives with the 3 syllable or more.
Yeah.
Organized. Yes.
Exactly. So هذا مجرد يعني داروا لكم زي revision من الاليمنتري يعني كان revision اكثر المقطع الاول. لكن الجديد هو هذا اللي كنا نناقشوا فيه بس. اللي هو قصه much taller, a lot taller هذه ضفاها في درس اليوم واللي هي as fast as اللي هي تركيبه as plus adjective plus as. حتى هذه واحدة من صيغ المقارنة. To show that two things are the same. Muhammad is as tall as Abdurrauf. So Muhammad and Abdurrauf are the same height, the same, right? When you say as tall as
the same height, yes.
Yes, as tall as rich as John is as rich
when we bet not.
لو بتجيري النفي بتحطي isn't وخلاص.
Yes.
John isn't as rich as Michael. So this means Michael is richer than John. He has more money than John, right? So
the meaning is different here.
Yes, when you say isn't as rich as, correct.
Isn't the meaning is different. Yes.
Different. If you say isn't as adjective as, it means different. And the second one is more. Like Inas's car isn't as fast as Suhaib's, so Suhaib's faster. Or Suhaib's car isn't as fast as Abdu's. This means Abdu's car is faster. Okay, this is the idea.
Abdu's faster. Okay.
All right. So هذا اللي هو مجرد كان ملخص الexercise D. هذا هو. So these 3 questions لأنهم دارونا النقطتين هما. If you check the 2 questions, Millie's as confident as Debbie. So before you entered, Ines, so Malak said that Millie and Debbie are the same. They have the same confidence. نفس الموضوع. لكن الثانية كانت different. Debbie isn't as happy as Millie. So here the happiness is not the same. This means Millie is a happier girl.
Meaning of confidence in English.
Confident, it means you're not shy. You're not embarrassed of yourself. You're not shy. The opposite of shy. Do you know someone who's shy? Like shy?
Yes,
confident,
shy, yes.
Confident is someone who's not shy.
Like comfortable?
Not like comfortable, no, different. Confident is about personality. Someone who has trust in his personality. He trusts himself. He's not afraid. He's not shy.
Yes, I get it. I get it.
In Arabic, what is it?
واثق من نفسه.
Confident. What is it in Arabic?
Confident. واثق من نفسه.
Exactly. بالضبط هي هذه معنى confident. Right? So if you say Millie is as confident as Debbie, they are equal. They are the same. They have the same confidence. عندهم نفس الثقة في نفسهم. Okay. So yeah. So this
Debbie is not happy as Millie. Here, Debbie is sad.
Yes. Less
happy as Millie. Debbie is sad. Less happy or sad.
مش بالضرورة sad لكن أقل سعادة. حتى مش sad رسمي لكن أقل وخلاص. You get the idea. So اللي نقدر نقولوه بالتأكيد نقولوا أن Millie is happier than Debbie. هذه بالتأكيد. لكن هل Debbie sad رسمي كآبة مكتئبة ولا لا؟ We don't really know. ممكن صح. Maybe she is sad, but maybe she's not as happy وخلاص. عرفتي؟ مش فرفوشة زي أختها.
Little bit happy.
Yeah, less happy. ممكن نقدر نستعمله less happy. We can say Debbie is less happy than Millie. معناها نقدر لو المثالين هما نعيدوا صياغتهم بطريقتين ثانيات. نقدر نديروا اللي هي we can say for example Debbie is less happy than less happier than Millie. I'm not sure if less happy or less happier, but I'll check. Or we can say Millie is happier than Debbie, right? Debbie is less happy than Millie. Yeah, is less happy.
I think less happier.
Is less happier than, I don't know.
Happier, I think less happier.
هي القاعدة العامة هي الهابي ديما بتولي happier في المقارنة. لكن أصلا الهابي ما تمشيش أصلا مع more هي الهابي. في الأساس we can just say happier. Millie is happier than Debbie, but when we use less is less happy than less happier. ممكن صح maybe.
We can, Doctor, we can say Debbie is not as happy as Millie.
Correct. Debbie
yes, the first one, the first sentence, happy. You write happy. Why you write happy, not happier?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Is less happier than Millie.
I think is happier. Debbie is less happier than Millie.
Debbie is less happier. Debbie is less. I don't know. It feels strange saying
I think it's happier.
But I can check. Maybe you're right. Maybe both of you are right. Let's check it.
Sorry,
Yeah?
Doctor. You write Debbie is less happy than. Why you not happier than Millie?
Yeah, that's the question that Ines is asking. Both of you are asking the same question at the same time. I don't know because جتني غريبة شوية لما ندير less happier than Debbie is less happier. But I'm going to check. Maybe I made a mistake. I'm not sure. I'm going to check. نقدر نشوف الملخص in page 139. Maybe you're right. Because here it says less mood. Okay. صح كلامي صحيح. Okay, can you see the tip here? اقروا tip, please. Can you see the tip? Ines, can you read it, please?
The opposite of more is less. This?
Okay, the opposite of more is less. تمام. Okay, can you read the example? موجود.
Millie is less moody than Debbie.
شو نحطه هنا؟
لاحظنا إن المور مثل اللس زي اللس.
صح، أوكي.
نحطوا مور أو لس معناها ما بنحطوش ما بنغيروش الأدجكتيف بس اللي فهمته أن ما نستخدموش المور أو اللس إلا إذا كان الصفة أكثر من مقطع.
صح. correct.
أنا happy يعني مقطع واحد.
لا happy هي مقطعين لكن فيها الواي.
طب نقول less happy.
هو أنا المفروض هي منطقيا لو بنتبع القاعدة بنقولوا less happier. المفروض لو بنطبق القاعدة. أنتوا ماشيين أنتوا كلامكم صح ماشيين على القاعدة صح كلامكم. لكن في الواقع أنا مش عارف هيك رياكشن طبيعي ما جتني غريبة ما قدرتش ندير less happier لأن مش راكبة في راسك. لكن هي الباين أن less زي كأنها حالة استثنائية. الباين لما نستعمله less ممكن أن نضطر نرجعه الادجكتيف للفورم بتاع الأول من غير مقارنة. مثلا زي نقولوا less beautiful more beautiful نفس الشيء. ولا مثلا less hotter less مثلا مقارنة الزوز دول نقولوا مثلا Libya is less hot not as hot as Egypt ممكن أحسن less moody. Yeah, so ممكن تمشي ممكن الكلام عليه اللي هو الادجectives اللي فيهم الواي two syllable adjectives with y only. But let's check. هنشوف احنا القاعدة على احتياط. يعني أنا هذه اللي درتها اللي هي
moody.
Moody is someone who always changes their mood. 1 minute they're happy, another minute they're sad,
Okay.
another minute they're nervous, another minute they're laughing, another minute they're crying. You know, like Libyan girls.
Multi-personality.
Like Libyan girls.
Multi-personality?
Yeah.
Why Libyan girls?
Moody is مزاجي or مزاجية. So this is the meaning. You change very quickly. You're changing your mood very quickly. This is the meaning.
Okay.
Of moody. I'm just joking. Not Libyan girls. All girls are like this. Okay. Let's check page 139. Let's check. So 139 خلينا نشوف قصة اللس هذه شو بالك معطينا عليها ملاحظات. Maybe we can see what's the story with less. All right. So let's go. Here it is. مش عارفين عليها تفاصيل. Most and least. أعطينك نفس مثال المودي وخلاص. This means, you see? معودين نفس المثال على less وخلاص. The opposite of more is less. Millie is less moody than Debbie. مبدئيا معناها بنقولوا less sunny, less windy, less cloudy. عرفتوا? Less happy. If you want to talk about weather, you can say, for example, France is less sunny than Libya, right? Or less windy. أنا بنحط الادجكتيف في صيغته الأولى. لكن تو لما نديروا اللي هم الادجكتيفز بالسيلابل واحد less
But
big.
We have a grammar when we say moody, hotty, sunny. We have a grammar for this.
We have grammar? What do you mean, Ines?
When we say runny, sunny, moody,
okay.
We have grammar for this.
Yeah.
You know?
What do you mean we have grammar?
I don't remember now, but we have a grammar for when we say adjective like this: moody, sunny, runny.
Yes, we do. This is the grammar. This is the rule. هذا الرول اللي فوق اهو اللي هي فكرة قال لك two adjectives. خلينا نوريك المجموعة اللي يتكلموا عنها. They're talking about this one. Take a look at this. Yes, this one. You see? Can you see it? Can you see how we change it? It says two syllable adjectives ending in y. معناها عندك لو عندك أي adjective فصله مقطعين زي moody, زي happy, sunny, friendly, right? Friendly, sunny, happy, moody, windy, cloudy, chilly. كلهم هادو تطبق عليهم القاعدة هذه أن لما نقارنوا بهم نديروا لهم النحو الواي and we put IER. So I can say English is easier than French, right? I can say Inas's car is tidier than Suhaib. مضمومة أكثر أو أنظف. Tidier. صح ولا؟ So here النقطة اللي بنوضحها أن هو سيأتي مساء. Okay, so here let's write the two examples. For example, let's say Inas's car is tidier than Suhaib's. All right. So in this example أنا ماشي بالقاعدة، طبقت الكلام اللي قالوه في الجرامر صح ولا؟ لكن تو لو نبون نجربوا اللي هي less اللي عاطينها لنا اللي هي Suhaib's car is less ما نقدرش less شو نقول؟ بالضبط هي هذه الفكرة.
tidy.
ما نقدرش نقول less tidier. عرفتي؟ ممكن
معناها less happy صح بكري؟
less happy صح بالضبط. وطبعا لما جاوبتها ما جاوبتهاش على اساس قاعده بالاحساس جتني رزينه شويه less happy مش عارف غريبه شويه وما كنتش نعرف علاش لكن تاكدنا منهم وطلعت حتى مودي درا بنفس الكيفيه. So this means any adjective with that ends with y لو بنديروا عكس عكاس نبغوا نستعملوا less نضطروا نرجعوا للadjective ونرجعوا للفورم الأصلي بتاعه. Return it to the same adjective اللي هو tidy أو happy أو sunny وهكذا. طبعا في الadjective اللي هم طويلة حيجيكم الموضوع طبيعي مثلا. So I can say Inas is let's say pen مثلا. Inas's pen is more expensive than Suhaib's. مثلا عندك بيرو كويس غالي is more expensive. How do we say the opposite? كيف نقولوا
Inas's pen is more expensive than Suhaib.
Yeah. How do we say the opposite? نبيك تستعمل
نقولوا
less.
Suhaib's pen.
Yeah.
Suhaib's pen is less expensive than Inas's.
Very good. بالضبط. هي هذه القصة. Suhaib's pen is less expensive than Suhaib's. لاحظوا هنا ما فيش أي غرابة لأن هي هيك والهيك قبل الإكسبنسيف حتى في الإيجاب ما كناش نغيروا فيها فهمتوا؟ يعني هي more expensive, more beautiful, more interesting, more intelligent. يعني هيك ولكن ما كانش فيها تغيير. فبعدين لما حولناها لللess درنا نفس القصة no change right؟ نفس الموضوع ما غيرناهاش ال second adjective اللي هو expensive.
في الأخير كاتب Suhaib.
Okay, so
less expensive than Inas.
Yes, you're right.
We can say Suhaib's pen is not as expensive as Inas's pen.
Excellent. صح.
We can say that?
Yes, we can. Suhaib's pen is not as expensive as Inas's. You're right. Completely right. صح. This is also correct.
Finally, Suhaib's pen is very cheap.
صح. This is also correct. Suhaib's pen is very cheap. مش لازم حتى نقدر نقوله cheaper بس is cheaper
than Inas's pen.
Than Inas's صح. Yes. Alright. فهي هذه لب موضوع الدرس إن التركيز كله طبعا على comparative. الفكرة كلها إن أعطاكم اللي هو options أكثر أعطاكم نوع من التنوع أكثر من مجرد cheaper than bigger than smaller than خشش لكم هي قصة less أعطاكم إمكانية
less والmore والmuch والbit
much والalot والbit وهذه not as كذا as هذه تعتبر من الصيغ الحلوة في المقارنة وتهمك حتى بعدين إناس موضوع IELTS اللي واحدة من صيغ المقارنة اللي تعتبر formal أكثر رسمية أكثر من bigger than smaller than تفضل في الأكاديميك رايتنج تفضل فهذا موضوع درسنا بالنسبة من ناحية الجرامر يعني. Okay, so let's go back to the lesson, to the page. Let's do more examples and let's see if we can answer a few more exercises. All right, so we did we finished number where is it? اللي هو exercise 5 بأجزاء كلها we finished it. Okay, we have a little bit of listening. So here I'd like you to listen and practice. But I think before we continue, I think we need a very quick break. So maybe 5 minutes, and we'll be back. Okay, very quickly.
Okay.
هلا بين ما نمهنش نخلي لك الاكسرسايز هذا افضل. So you can work on it لبين ما نرجع. Let me listening ديروا مع بعض وخلاص. Let's leave number 6. نخلي لك رقم 7 so you can do it لبين ما رجعت. So it says here, read about Keith Bradley's family. Okay, so we're going to read about.
You want to pray?
Yes, I'm going to pray. Like
You want to pray?
Yes. But I'm going to leave. Yeah, I like to. We didn't take a break, yes, for prayer. Like
No, I pray.
Okay. So you can stay. لكن الفكرة كلنا بنوتي لك سؤال باش لبين ما احنا جينا تكون انت مشتغلة على السؤال. Okay, so you don't get bored. You understand?
Okay.
So let me explain the question first for you. So
What
we're
is
going. Number 7. You're going to do number 7 now. Yes, okay. So
Yes,
we're going to read about this man,
yes.
Keith Bradley's family. We're going to complete the article with an adjective or its comparative form. Okay. أنا عندي خيارين، يا بتحطي الادجective طول زي ما هو، يا بتحطي الcomparative form بتاعها، هي بالER أو بالmore أو بالless. Okay. Depending on the example. This is the article or the story. طبعا اللي بين القوسين اللي هو brackets. This is your adjective, and it's up to you to change it with ER, with more, with less. Okay.
Yes, I get it.
All right. So I'll need a few minutes, and I'll be back. And I'm still online. Okay, I'll be back.